ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಪಲ್ಲವಿ ಜೋಶಿ ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀ ವಿವೇಕ್ ಅಗ್ನಿಹೋತ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಬರಬೇಕು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಸ್.ಎಲ್. ಭೈರಪ್ಪ ಅವ್ರನ್ನು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಗೌತಮ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಾವು ಈ ಪೋಸ್ಟರ್ನ ಅನಾವರಣ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು just unveil the first poster for the project that and Vivek Agnihotri ji are going to announce to you today. Please. You Pallavi ji first. I'll be on that side. Just pull it up. Scott's tight. ಇದನ್ನು ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಗುಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ.
Hello everyone, it's always a delight to be in Bangalore. So we are here, as you have seen. 1 year ago, from Prakash ji, a good friend, one of the finest actors, directors and authors. He called me and he said that I should speak to Dr. Bhairappa. And I had interviewed Dr. Bhairappa before that in Bangalore once. And I was mesmerized with his thoughts, his ideas, and I naturally felt that I belonged to his school of thinking. And since then I had a very creative, intellectual and spiritual connection with him. He reminds me of my father. My father was also 95-year-old, a writer, author, and till the last breath he was independent and kept writing. So when he called me, I spoke to him, and he had seen the Kashmir files, and he said that I think that you can do justice to one of his novels. That's how the whole discussion began. Then I expressed to him, I said, if I have to make anything before dying in this world, that is Parva. And this has been there is no director who won't consider Mahabharata as one of his works. Any director who believes in good stories and great epics and tales. So like anybody else, I had been also wondering how to put Mahabharata on cellulite. The biggest problem I faced was that most of the interpretations were making mythology bigger mythology. Everybody was competing to make it more miraculous and more spectacular, and somewhere we forgot that Mahabharata is the consciousness of Bharat. There is nobody in this land whose consciousness is not affected by Mahabharata. And I was looking for a real historical account of Mahabharata when I learned that Dr. Bhairappa spent decades researching. He physically went to all those places. He calculated how many elephants, then how much crap and who cleans it. All those kind of things he did, which generally we miss out on. And Parva is a work which is necessary. I think it's compulsory for every human being, because every single line is an insight into your own life, into your own being. And I said that how can I not do that? And I am grateful to God, Shri Krishna. I am grateful to all the elders who gave us blessings, that I am blessed that Dr. Bhairappa trusted us with making of this film, and we have decided to make this film, it's title wise Dr. S.L. Bhairappa's Parva, an epic tale of Dharma. And I hope we shall be able to do justice to this and bring the soul and the essence of his book on cellulite. And I hope this 3-part film will for centuries become a North Star, a guiding light, whenever anybody has any question related to Dharma, so that it helps people build better lives and better future for a society. Thank you very much.
It's a great honor to be sitting next to a living legend. I never dreamed that I would ever see this day. But here we are, and as happy as I am that we are making Parva into a film, I also understand the mammoth responsibility that we have on our shoulders. It is not easy handling a subject like Parv, handling the vision that Bhairappa ji has created in this book. I have been on both Vivek and I have been on a trip of self-exploration through our films. And I think Parva might just sum it all, God willing. Parva, as Vivek told you, will be made in 3 parts, but we'll also be making this film in 2 languages, English, Hindi and Kannada. And of course, nothing of this is possible without having our great friend Prakash Belavadi with us. He will be with us on the project throughout. So once again, thank you very much for coming here. I'm almost now, thinking about how this project is going to shape up. And I hope the next time we meet you all, we'll have something concrete on hands. Thank you very much for coming.
ಸರ್, ಗೌತಮ್ ಚಿಕ್ಕರ್ಮನೆ ಅವರು ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಯಿಂದ ನಾಟಕ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಲೇ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ನಾನು ಪಲ್ಲವಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನಾ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಎಳೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ನಿಯೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣದ್ವೈಪಾಯನನ್ನು ಕರೆಸಿರ್ತಾಳೆ ಸತ್ಯವತಿ, ಅಂಬಿಕಾ ಮತ್ತು ಅಂಬಾಲಿಕಾಗೆ. ಅವಳು ದಾಸಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ದಾಸಿನ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಅವಳು ದಾಸಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ನೀನು ನನಗಾಗಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಕರೆಸಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಆದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಈಗ ಮಗು ಆಗೋದಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನಿಂದ. ನನ್ನ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟುವ ಮಗು ಸೂತ ಆಗುವುದು ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೋಡು, ನಿನ್ನೆ ನೋಡು, ಈಗ ನೀನು ಸತ್ಯವತಿಯ ಮಗ, ಆದರೆ ಪರಾಶರನಿಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಿಂದ ನೀನು ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತೀಯ ನೀನು. ಆದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಗು ಹುಟ್ಟೋದು ಕ್ಷತ್ರಿಯ ಅಂತ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀನು ಈ ನನ್ನ ಮಗು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ತಾವೊಂದು ತಾಯಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಮಗುನ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೋ ಆ ಅವಧಿ ಮುಗಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದು ನನ್ನ ಮಗುನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡು, ನನ್ನ ಮಗು ಸೂತ ಆಗೋದು ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣದ್ವೈಪಾಯನ ನಂತರ ಋಷಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣದ್ವೈಪಾಯನ ವಿಷಾದದಿಂದ ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನನಗೆ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ವಿದುರ ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಆ ಥರ ಈ ಅಲ್ಲಿಯ ರೆಬಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ದೇ ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸಬಾಲ್ಟನ್, ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಡಿನೈಡ್ ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿ or denied freedom to make the right choice, and that is why it is such an interesting material for dramatic exploitation. ನಾನು ಸಮಯ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ತಗೊಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಭೈರಪ್ಪ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಸರ್, ನೀವು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದೆರಡು ಮಾತು.
ಈಗ 34 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇದೇ ಹಾಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪೀಟರ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಮಹಾಭಾರತವನ್ನು ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿದ ಮಹಾಭಾರತವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಸಿನಿಮಾಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದು ಸುಮಾರು 7 ಗಂಟೆಯೋ 8 ಗಂಟೆಯೋ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ನಡೀತು. ಅದು ಬಹಳ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಇದಾದ ಮರುದಿನ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಈಗಿನ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ದಾರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶದೊಳಗೆ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟಾದ್ರೂ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ನು, ಯುರೋಪಿಯನ್ನು ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪಬ್ಲಿಸಿಟಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಪಬ್ಲಿಸಿಟಿಯೂ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಹಣನೂ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಯುರೋಪಿಯನ್ಸು ಆಹಾ ಇದು ನಿಜವಾದ ಮಹಾಭಾರತ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟನ್ನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟುಬಿಟ್ರು. ಆದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಅದು ಏನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥವಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಅವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅವೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಬಹಳ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಂತೂ ಇತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಈ ಪರ್ವ ನಾಟಕ ಇವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅವರೇ ಅದರ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟನ್ನು ಬರೆದ್ರು, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟನ್ನು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋರು ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಡೀತು. ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಅನುಕೂಲ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇತ್ತು, ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು, ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಹಾಲು ಇದು ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಆ ನಟ ನಟಿಯರು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದವರು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇವರು. ನಾನು ಆ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಈ ನಾಟಕ ಈ ಕಾದಂಬರಿಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಫೇತ್ಫುಲ್ಲಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಕಾದಂಬರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ನಾಟಕೀಯ ಶಕ್ತಿ, ನಾಟಕೀಯ ಗುಣಗಳು ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಇವರು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇವರು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕೋ ಇವರ ಒಂದು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಕಲ್ಪನಾ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಇದಿಟ್ಟು ಇವಾಗ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಸಿನಿಮಾನೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವರು ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಅನುಭವ ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಇವರು ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ಲು ಆಗಿದೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಫಿಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಬರೀ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದನ್ನು ಭಾರತದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಫಿಲಮು ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ಇವ್ರ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಇರೋದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಮತ್ತು ಹಿಂದಿ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತವ, ಅದು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಇದರೊಳಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು ನಿಜವಾದ ಮಹಾಭಾರತ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅದು ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಇದು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ರೂಪದೊಳಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನೊಳಗೂ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಚೈನೀಸ್ನೊಳಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ರಷ್ಯನ್ ಭಾಷೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಇದು ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಇದು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಮತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಹಾರೈಕೆ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
One clarification, Vivek ji, you must say, my role in it, he's saying director, I say I will be with you, but I'm the co-writer with this.
Okay, that's okay. So Prakash Belavadi ji is a co-writer with me and a guide, and he's like, we are going to be like husband and wife for next few years. So we'll fight a lot and we'll create we'll also reproduce a nice baby. So yes, as of now, as of today, we have decided to make it in Kannada and Hindi. But I am also, there is new technologies now coming up very fast because of artificial intelligence. So we are very seriously, I have already, for my last film, I tried with Tamil and Telugu languages. If the technologies are developed in next 1 or 2 years, then I also plan to have original language in English and Spanish. Because this great work which should be seen not just by English speaking people, but also by Spanish speaking, the entire Latin America. And
the second largest spoken language.
yeah, second largest spoken language. And so that is what we would like to do. And if you guys bless us with the blessing of Dr. Bhairappa, who knows, maybe it will be done in Chinese and Japanese and Russian. Why not? So this is a great dharmic work for us. We do not consider it like just any other film. Perhaps I might end up spending all my spiritual energy, creative energy into making this. I was telling my friend yesterday that this perhaps looks like it will be my last work. He said, no, there are so many stories you need to tell. I said, what will be left to tell after this story? So I don't think there's any other story which will be left to tell after this. So on this note, if you have any questions, please you can ask.
There's always something inspires to do something. What inspired Vivek and Pallavi to do Parva?
I
And
think
what thought? When did this come through? Like,
see, as far as the stories, the great stories and the story of Mahabharata is concerned, you don't need any inspiration and motivation. I believe that we were born to do this. Pallavi's mother has sung the entire Gita, and in how many volumes? In 16 volumes. And I had always been wanting to do this all my life. So there is no inspiration required for this. But yes, when Dr. Bhairappa blessed us and he said, okay, you should make it. After that, all you need is blessings of the people.
what are the challenges do you anticipate in making Parva? I'm sure it's going to be.
I don't think there is any challenge which can't be overcome. There are going to be challenges. So the first challenge is that the first thing immediately after this press conference, media is going to speculate who's going to be starring in it. So my answer is Krishna, Arjun, Bhishma, Dhritarashtra, Kunti, they are going to star in this. Nobody is bigger than them. So I would request you also to keep it at that level, because let's not convert it into a commodity. Let's not convert it into a race of, okay, one other film is coming, so who's going to cast in it, how big business is going to do, when it is releasing. Let's not get into all that. That's why I'm launching it in Bangalore, because Kannada media is very different from Bombay media. So that is one of the reasons. And it's a absolutely dharmic work, and there is no other intention behind this.
ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಬೆಳವಾರಿಯರೇ, ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರಿ? ವೆನ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್?
ನಾವು ತಾಷ್ಕೆಂಟ್ ಫೈಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಕರೆಸಿದ್ರು. ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಟಾಕ್ ಎ ಲಾಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ವೆರಿ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲಿ concerned, and we debate about clash of cultures, the inherent strength of what is Bharat, this kind of thing, and we got along very well together. Vivek ji, Pallavi, I, and Anupam ji, and several others who were there. And then I was there in the Kashmir Files, which was a very emotional project for so many of us. It was a very emotional project for people who opposed it as well, as you can see. So, and we kept talking for many reasons. We kept talking, and eventually this conversation came up. It evolved to a stage where Vivek ji came down to Mysore and met with Dr. Bhairappa, and without much publicity, very quietly. a contract was signed. And now we are at the stage where I'm going to hand over that script that is there to him. 1 second, I'll do it ceremonially. So that is the drama script that is being played out now. After this press conference, it will open. This is the play we are doing. It will have many mistakes and corrections and all that, but I would say that this is for me the first text. I will start with, working with them. We'll shape it into something.
Prakash sir,
He is asking if I'll be acting in a movie.
Okay, that I'm going to decide after watching the play. Just kidding.
No, but
I mean,
for that there is a problem. I'm actually just standing in for somebody, so I'm not going to act well. I'm telling you already. Okay, so.
Prakash sir, you have also written the screenplay for the play which is going to be held. So, what are the challenges of translating a screenplay for a play to the screenplay of a film? Does it help or does it add more confusion?
No, I think in terms of getting different time spaces, organized, can be a start. It can be helpful. But I think to translate from the English to any other language, in Indian language, will be a problem. But you must understand it will not be full of words and talking as in a play. That is the challenge. So when Vivek ji starts to work on it, to break it down into a film script, see the timeline of film can be very close to the timeline of theatre, but stories are told through exchange of dialogue, in dialogue. In cinema, it need not be like that. See, the novel is many times streams of consciousness, but that we can't use on a play, so you can use that as monologues, but too many monologues can be boring, but to do away with it is also wrong. So we've tried to find a balance in the play. We'll have to find a different kind of balance in film, which is not just spoken. Cinema nodi drishya madhyama. Adu challenge. Ashtu ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಬರೆದಾಗ, ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಅನ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಅದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಬರೆದಾಗ ಯಾರನ್ನೋ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರೆಯೋದಿದೆ. ಇಂಥವ್ರು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಇಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಹೀರೋ ಆರ್ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಹೀರೋಯಿನ್, ದೆನ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಟು ಸೂಟ್ ಹರ್. ಲೈಕ್ ಹಿ ಸೆಡ್, ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರಿಟನ್ ಟು ಸೂಟ್ ಕುಂತಿ, ಟು ಸೂಟ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. No, that is how it will be written. It will not be written to suit any actor. It's an interesting question. She's asking, since, Mahabharata is a tale of, or a collection of tales of Bharata, would you have representation from all states in the casting of just Hindi and Kannada?
Yeah, it's very difficult to say at this stage, and we do not like to fabricate things just to appease everyone. We are in fact against appeasement. So we believe whoever deserves, whoever suits should be there. In Karnataka there are some fantastic actors, and if we are making in Kannada language also, obviously somebody or more people are definitely going to feature from here. In my mind, I have never seen the India or Bharat like north and south and east and west. That's why you see in my film, we don't even think who's from which region. Whoever suits, we cast that person.
ಭೈರಪ್ಪ ಸರ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಸರ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ಪರ್ವ ಕೃತಿಯನ್ನು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಚಿತ್ರತಂಡ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು? ಈಗ ಒಪ್ಪಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕಾರಣ ಅಂತ, ಏನು ಕನ್ವಿನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾ?
ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರೇನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾರು ಬಂದು ಪರ್ವತವನ್ನ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದಾರ? ಮತ್ತೆ
ಇದನ್ನು
ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕಾರಣ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಿಂದೆ ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದಾರ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದನ್ನು ಯಾರೂ ಕೇಳುವಂಥ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಕಲ್ಪನೆಯೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇರೋದು ಎಂಥದ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಬಿಡಿಸಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಯಾರೂ ಬಂದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದರೆ ನಂತರದೊಳಗೆ ಯಾರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ರು ಅನ್ನೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ನಾನು ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಹಾಕುವಂಥ ಅವಕಾಶವೂ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಸೊ ವಿವೇಕ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಗೆ ಕನ್ವಿನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಇದು?
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಇವಾಗ. ಈಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ವಿವೇಕ್ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವೇನೇ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾಟಕ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ನಾನಾದ್ರ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಆ ನಾಟಕವನ್ನು ನಾನು 5-6 ಸಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವಾಗ ನನಗೆ ತೃಪ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಫಿಲ್ಮನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬಲ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ನನಗನ್ಸುತ್ತು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರು ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲನೂ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಇವರು ಪೀಟರ್ ಬುಕ್ಕು ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಇದಾದರು, ಏನು ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧ. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಪ್ರಪಂಚಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸು ಇದೆ. ಕನ್ನಡದೊಳಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವಾಗ ಇವರು ಹುಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. ನಾನು ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇರೋರು ಇವರು ಹುಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವ್ರು ಮಾಡಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಹಾರೈಸಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಾವು ಭಾರತೀಯರು.
ಸರ್ ವಿವೇಕ್ ಸರ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಚಿತ್ರರಂಗದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಏನು? ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೆಚ್ಚಿನ ನಟ ಕನ್ನಡ ಚಿತ್ರರಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ, ನಟ ನಟಿ ಆ ಥರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ?
He's saying who is your favorite actor in Kannada? You know, who are the actors you admire?
You want see, I love Yash. I really like his acting, the way he carries himself. So yeah.
Can we
Please send a word to him.
Vivek sir, what are your plans for Parva release? Will it be a pan-India release or how it is?
See, right now we are just planning to write, shoot, and whenever we think we have done our best, we'll release it. This is not a project which can be done with deadlines in 6 months or 1 year. It will take whatever time it takes. The only thing I can tell you is that we are shooting all 3 parts in one go. It's not that we do 1, then 2nd, then 3rd. We'll shoot all of them in one go.
Okay.
Sir, this is your first historical movie or mythological movie as a director?
I don't call it historical, I call it eternal story. So,
It's not mythology.
yeah, and it's not mythology. Okay, it's a debate. I think this film, already Parva has answered that, but this work should answer whether Mahabharata is history or mythology.
What are your preparations, sir? What do you think is the most challenging part?
See, making itself is the first challenge, is making itself, you know. But everything is a challenge for a filmmaker like me. So I don't think,
I think the biggest challenge was to first, consider this to be made into a film. Because the kind of films that you see coming up these days, it was, I think, a very big decision on our part to sit down and think that we should be able to do something like Parva for Indian cinema. I think that was the biggest challenge. The first challenge starts from there. And I think bigger challenges will follow because this is such a wonderfully written work. So it has to be translated correctly on cinema. So everything, right from the writing to the sets to getting the makeup and the costumes and casting the correct actors, everything is going to prove to be a challenge for this film.
and one thing I just want to also in the same context, I would like to say, these days, see what happens is, and this is my very humble request to you, because I am a filmmaker, you are from media, but besides that, we are all Bharati and we are human beings. So it's a very humble request to you. See, we are moving in a world where everything is a spectacle. Okay, and bigger, biggest, And therefore what has happened is, the minute you think of some subject like this, people start talking about how many 100 crores the budget would be, what VFX we'll get, who is the biggest VFX company, and normally we think in terms of VFX and everything. Very honestly, I want to tell you, for last 1 year I have been living it almost every single day. Not even once the word VFX has occurred before today in my mind. Not even once. Because the text is so compelling. The book of Dr. Bhairappa, the characters, the monologues, everything is so compelling that when you say our biggest challenge is how to present them like human beings and how to make it as real and as life-centric as possible.
Beautiful. See, I'll give you an example. I'm saying it in English so that Vivek ji also gets it. There is a point where Drona explains to Ekalavya why his thumb had to be cut. He says, the problem was, you were a Shabdavedi, and by, you could locate the prey by the sense of sound itself. But the problem was, the arrows that you shot were sure and swift. That is fine. But my students saw that they were metal tipped. And that is why Bhishma said, you have to do something about this, because if the forest tribes can acquire technology of metal tipped arrows, we will lose the advantage of superior technology. Look at that idea of technology and arrows multiplying themselves in air, traveling like cruise missiles, okay? That is why the imagination of budget here has to be oriented in a human-centric way. This is about human conflict. And this is not written speculatively. It's done with a lot of research. Actually, I want to say one more thing. And I haven't taken your permission, but I want to say this. See, the Wikipedia describes the Mahabharata as a Hindu epic. It is as silly as calling Oedipus a Christian play. It is senseless. It makes no sense. It is not from a period where you can make such references. Which is why I am saying this is a story of Bharata. It's a story of the human kind. Because as Bharata was everything that is represented in Mahabharata, if you take it as, it's a very large area. There's a soldier who says, for us to go back to our homeland, we have to cross Kandahar, we have to cross and go. That is the kind of sweep of reference it has. So we must treat it as a story of humanity and the follies that we humans make, of the compromises we make with ourselves and with others, how we break and make contracts. So you should see it as that. Really, that doesn't require money. It requires as much money as doing this play, I'm telling you. For a play, that is very expensive. For a film, it's not so expensive. And I'm so happy that he said that thing about VFX. I hope we don't have all that nonsense in the film.
Obviously, okay, I think play has to begin. So in the end, all I can say is that we will try our best, and bless us also, so that we are being able to make this epic, which even you are proud to show it to your grandchildren. So on this note, I think we are ready for the play. Thank you, thank you. Photos? Yeah. Here itself. Here itself. Yeah. Here itself. And we can put this outside. So that
You can take this out now.
Some photographs we want to take. Yeah, they took with the poster. Poster you got now?
Madam, come closer, madam.
ಸರ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ವಿಡಿಯೋ
Thank you.